Hi everybody, Goat from Goat and Hog here. I am back with another guide. This one is kind of a cheese method, not really, but you have a hunter, you want to get through the Crota's End raid, you want to get through the first part. This is the easiest way to do it. The important thing you need is the escape artist. Shadowjack is really the important one there, so your invisibility lasts longer. The other two are just handy. Then you set up your other stats there, as you see, so you have the most armor and agility. The part that's important here is the Don't Touch Me arms. That particular perk right there makes every time you get melee hit, you go invisibility. I also am using the Icebreaker for the added agility and for the Icebreaker ability that makes things explode. You'll see how that comes into play. Now, as I said, for a hunter, this is basically just run forward and you get through. On normal mode, it is almost impossible to screw this up. Maybe you can get hit by one of those guys, they blow up on you, but it's almost impossible to screw it up unless you're mucking around like I do and fall in one of the holes. I have done that before. Now I want to show you here, there is why I like the Icebreaker for this. You get those thralls all grouped up. What happens is when they hit you and you go invisible, what happens is they actually kind of group up at the spot where you first got hit, and they'll all hang out there. Well, you're not going to be there anymore, right? That's the whole idea. And then you just turn around and wait for them to be in a pile and get yourself a whole bunch of kills and clean up anything chasing you. You can do this method in hard mode, but it is really, really hard to do. You want to be 32, and to make it that work, you would actually need a raid helm. And because you're going to be using these arms, and without a raid helm, you can't be 32 when using the legendary arms. I'm sorry, not legendary, I'm stuck on Diablo still, when you're using the exotic arms. So as you can see, I'm just going to hop along here, hop along. You can fast forward to the end if you like to see how you get to the end. There's a little strategy I like to use at the end. And there's you can see why I like to have the melee. That'll give you a little bit longer of invisibility. You don't have to wait for someone to hit you. And then you can have the crouched cloaking as well, just because it gives you all those abilities, the ways you can go invisible if you have to. Now, they'll trail you, and the thing about walking backwards is you got to watch out for holes. That's where I said it's easy to screw up, or about the only way to screw up, and that is what I end up doing a couple times. The other funny thing is when you get those big groups of thralls together and they explode, you can actually lag your Xbox a little bit. It gets pretty impressive. Now, the other hard part you have to watch for are knights. And that is, in hard mode, one of those knights taking a swing at you pretty much wipes you out. So you would really rather not one of them hit you. That's where using your super to go invisible or a melee attack will actually play in. And then what you can do is, Icebreaker's ability works like Firefly, and then once you shoot one of them, it blows up, and then when it kills something, it blows the other one up next to it, and the knights will group in with all those thralls. And when they group in with all those thralls and go kaboom, well, obviously you don't have to worry about them chasing you anymore. So a lot nicer. Just keep an eye out for the holes and keep working your way along here. Like I said, I get cocky a couple times and turn around and throw grenades and stab at things. And I've almost fallen in the hole a couple times. But on easy mode, or I should say regular, it's really straightforward. This is kind of how we do it if we don't feel like putting a whole lot of effort forward. And you can get through this in, you know, almost 5 minutes. Now, we do have at one point one of our guys, fucking Landon, of course, ends up disconnecting. I think it's right as I'm going up this hill, and or after I get to the top, and we have to stall a little bit. So, could have had it done even faster if I didn't have fucking Landon dragging us down. See, there's where I almost walked into a hole because I wasn't paying attention. So, I'll get up near the top here and turn around and clean up that giant mess of thralls behind me again. But as you can see, you have all of your health regenerate, even with the lowest regen setting possible for a Blade Dancer. Got all turned around there. You can actually have your health regenerate by the time something gets a chance to hit you again. So, no big deal. And the extra agility allows you to move a little bit faster to dealing with the weight. But it's not like it's that big a deal. You'll get there, you'll get there. Oh, didn't kill him in that shot. We got the whole pile. Better get out of there. See, that's where getting through things can kind of suck. And I was stalling, and I'll stall here at this lamp because we didn't want to have him not get any loot. And you never know how long it's going to take for someone to be able to get in. There's a little bit of that lag again when the whole thing explodes. Now, there's a couple different ways people do this particular part. A lot of people will jump up on that rock right next to you there, as I just ran just to the right or left of the bridge. Well, with these gloves and the ability to go invisible pretty much whenever you need to, I prefer to use this rock. Right here, right next to the lamp. Now the reason I went out and around that big rock back there was to wait for the lamp to explode, because the lamp explosion will kill you on that particular rock. Next up, just wait for this ogre to come, and this is why you want to have a sniper rifle. And the icebreaker does enough damage to actually stagger the ogre. He'll never really shoot at you, so it's no big deal. Now, if you're in hard mode, you want to be rocking something like the Black Hammer. You need that to do the damage to actually stagger the thing. Otherwise, he's going to shoot you off that rock. You may then have to play a little bit of tag and a little bit of hide and seek, I should say, sorry, and able to get through, but you should still be able to do it. And as you can see, the thing is just about done. You guys are all celebrating back there. And we're waiting for it, but nothing ever comes up and tries to even take a swing at you. There's nothing that has any range damage other than that ogre, and only one ever spawns. Why one? I don't know. That's just the way it works. When you're up on this rock and they can't get you, they just stay away. You don't even have any exploders showing up near you. The way is clear, and you just run yourself through the end of the bridge. Not bad. Easy way to pick up loot. If you've got you know, somebody with a hunter who doesn't mind spending 5 minutes with you, they can run you through at any time to get there, assuming they don't have "Don't Touch Me." It's the easiest way to take care of this whole area. I'm going to screw around with a grenade here and just jog through. Everybody else can be getting set up. You can have guys even just getting to the raid. They don't need to be there at the start. They just need to be there right near the end so you can do this. And everybody gets some loot. Well, not me, because I already went through it once, getting some shards and all that stuff. So, that is that. Here we are at the end. Make sure if you want to see some more Destiny content, some other content we got coming up, anything like that, subscribe so you don't miss out. Drop me a little like to let me know, and I'll catch you on the next one.